It's me, Josh Hunter, and I'm here on the planet Earth, and I've got some jutsu for you today. The first jutsu is it's inspired by the film American Beauty, and I'm not sure if you remember, like towards the end. Spoiler, I guess. I don't know who hasn't seen this movie, but I mean, just in case, I suppose. There are these two friends, two female friends, and one of them. I don't know if I can describe. Anyway, so one of them has like a boyfriend or whatever, and he's like this kind of, you know, unusual fellow. I guess you would consider him like, like different or something. And anyway, they decide they're gonna go like run away somewhere, or they're gonna try and leave or go somewhere or whatever. And I don't know. I guess he doesn't. I guess he's not like. Anyway, he doesn't believe that like her friend that she's like a good friend or something. So, and he believes that she treats her poorly or something. So as they're so as they're leaving, like he gives her like this. He like berates her, and he says. They're about to leave, like run away, because they're like in high school or something, or they're about to graduate or something, and he's like giving her some type of a lecture. He's like, blah blah blah, you're this, and then like he's like criticizing her heavily, and then and then he says to her, he says like, and you're boring, like the final insult, he's like, and you're boring. So this jutsu is called. And you're boring, no jutsu. And the purpose of this jutsu is in case if someone or something has made you feel as though in order to be valuable that you have to be interesting, this jutsu will help you to realize the true value of a human being, the true value of your own life. If you need to know the true value, I mean, you may not need to know the true value, but if someone has tried to, or if something has tried to make you feel that like entertainment is necessary, that you must constantly be entertained in order to have a fulfilling life. There must constantly be this feeling of like, oh, that was entertaining. Oh, let me jot down this note. Oh, for like a new thing or whatever. Let me constantly just catch all the jokes. If someone or something has made you feel that's the way, or if you've lived this way for such a long time and you just want to be able to enjoy your life without having to worry about whether or not something is entertaining or not. So what this will do is this will give you the courage to kind of not be so concerned about whether or not you're interesting, and to realize that there's sometimes like just like not being an interesting person is to your benefit. You don't like being interesting means, you don't know what's going to be interested in you. Might be some things you don't like. And I know a lot of days, like people, I understand people like, generally speaking, people like attention. They like to receive attention. It feels good. I mean, literally the science of it. I mean, I think scientists, this is an old study, but I mean, scientists, when they notice that when you observe like an atom or like an electron or something, it literally changes there was some kind of particle. Like when you look at it, when the scientists observed it, the particle itself changed. So I mean, that is the literal measure of attention. So attention is a real thing. So people feel it. They feel it. I personally, I don't really care about getting attention. I live on the Earth. The Earth is moving so fucking fast that I don't need any extra energy. Like 66,000 miles an hour, like I fucking feel that. So that, and the starlight, and the moon. Like, what the fuck else would I need? Like, I don't understand it. But I understand, you know, getting attention from human beings is not the same thing. I suffice quite well on celestial attention. Um, so, uh, when you when when you have felt as though you weren't as interesting as you ought to have been, you say, and you're boring, no jutsu. Okay. The second jutsu, I guess this is more personal. This is specific to me, and I guess because I don't know. I feel like there's some. I feel like this is a part of myself that I need to work on, and I feel that I need to not be so serious about certain things. But I don't know. I just want to make sure that I have this recorded so I can. I just I don't want to react poorly. I don't want to have a poor reaction. So he might be saying, "Oh, what do you mean poor reaction?" I don't know. I don't want to. Anyway, so okay, David Chappelle's first episode of the Chappelle Show featured a black guy who was a racist, but he was blind. He didn't know he was black, and so he's leading, but he's always wearing a mask, so nobody knows. And at the end of, and so, but he's like a severe like racist. Like he's leading like Klan rallies, and he's married to a white woman. Like there's like all these things, and this thing is. And he's oddly enough, I think no, I'm not gonna. Anyway, and so like he's leading like Klan rallies. Like he's a severe racist, and at the end of the sketch, it is finally because he's blind, he can't see, So at the end of the sketch, it is finally revealed to him that he's like, he's a black guy, and he doesn't, he's been like racist against his own people this whole time. And at the end of it, like he divorces his wife, like he's like, I'm done, like I'm finished. And the interviewer, because it's like a mockumentary type thing, is like, why did you divorce your wife after I don't know, it was like maybe 28 or 36 years or something. And he's like, because she was an N-word lover. And I don't know if this will. Some people may not understand what I mean when I say N-word. I mean that could be misinterpreted. He divorced his wife because she married him, and he hates black people, and so so this jutsu. So as you know, I'm like, all right, I'm a homeless. I'm a homeless guy. Okay? I've been homeless for almost 8 years now, and I don't. I had no problems with homeless people like before I became homeless. Like there wasn't like an issue, but I got to admit I'm not like the biggest fan of homeless people. Okay, like I'm not like if I had never been homeless, I probably would have been. I would have cared like much more about like the homeless population. Like if I had never been homeless, I would have been like, oh, you'd probably see me like serving at soup kitchens and all types of things. But like now that I've been homeless for 8 years, like you never see out like when I get my house, you're never gonna see me like donating to charities to help the homeless or giving homeless people food on the streets or something. I wouldn't even pretend. Like I'm not against homeless people. I don't like feel like hate or anything. I don't know. It's like in Southern California, you got so many resources to like get yourself out in the streets, and like you just. All right, so what about me? Why don't I get myself on the streets? There's so many resources. Like, well, I like to be pampered. Okay, I like to live it easy. I like to live comfortable. I don't, I don't want to play. Okay, uh, but I, I'm not like against like all homeless people. It's like when there's so many resources and like homeless people who are like all like together, like you got like a group of people, like you can't work together and do something like so. So yeah. So anyway, on the off chance that like I ever got like married or something, and if at some point like my wife or whatever like somehow or the person who I all right, I guess this is like a if my wife ever like ended up caring for like another homeless person I couldn't. It would be upsetting. It would be very upsetting. Like if you're gonna care about like homeless, list me. You should only care about me. I should be the only homeless person that you should be caring about. Okay. So this jutsu, I guess, is for me, but it's also like if you understand the spirit of what I'm trying to say, um, it's called um, because she was a hobo lover, no jutsu. And so I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but it's supposed to help mitigate the feeling of perhaps frustration or even anger that you feel when you feel like you are the only type of person that someone likes, and if they like another person who's similar to you, I guess it makes you feel less special. It's like if you're like the only homeless guy, or if you, so all right, so like if I'm like having like a wife, or whatever, and she's all about me, and I'm like, ha, I'm a homeless guy, and I got hey, look at me. But if it becomes like a trend, if like people like homeless people are like just like suddenly like not like considered like the lowest caste anymore, like the lowest I don't know, like the lowest level of society, it would like I don't know, make me feel cheap. It's like, come on, like I'm the homeless guy. There aren't like other homeless guys. I'm the baby. Got to love me. So I sometimes have like these extremely paranoid reactions, and I don't take action. It's just a feeling. Like I suddenly distrust someone severely, and I don't necessarily want to feel like that. That might be like a very good like security measure, and so I don't necessarily want to not do that if it's like keeping me safe or something. But I need to make sure that I don't feel that way at the wrong time. So this jutsu, because she was a hobo lover, no jutsu, is is basically to make sure that I am processing um, unwelcome surprises with regards to people caring about me in a sane and honorable fashion. And yeah, I must. I mean, this is mainly for me, but I mean, I suppose like if you understood, like if you understood it, then I guess you could use it too. And I don't think you'd have to switch out like hobo for anything else. I guess. All right, I'm not gonna recommend using other words, but I mean, if you just in general, because she was a something lover, and if you understand, like I don't know, I don't know if I can explain the whole thing, but you could switch out the word and use it for other things, but like I said, I want to keep it special, so I mean, just use hobo lover. That way, keep it. Because if you start using others, yeah, just call it a hobo lover, and then we'll. All right. Well, thanks for watching.